But yeah. You guys want to get started on the thing?
No.
Yes, sure.
Alright.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mild Filler. Today, because Hector is sick, it will be Devin and I who will be talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, or as most like to call it, Kingdom Hearts 2.9.
How do you play video games?
Oh, hi Hector, how you doing?
Okay, that's me. And Devin, you say something because you're part of this.
Hello.
Alright. So today we're going to be talking about the Church of Seiros characters and some small miscellaneous characters that kind of correlate with the church.
Sort of.
Slash
Sort
don't
of.
fit in any of the categories, so it would be weird to add them.
Yes,
Like
we are.
villains.
We are.
Fuck them. I don't want to talk about them.
We'll talk about them
What
later.
villains? There are literally none.
Funny enough, we'll talk about them in Black Eagles. Yeah.
Really?
Anyways,
Ooh.
we'll see. We'll see. Anyways,
I'm not
Okay.
looking forward to that.
we're gonna be judging designs 1 out of 5, or 1 through 5, and then we're gonna judge their character. No rating because that's more emotional. All right.
What are you saying? Designs is objective?
They have a little more objectivity to them as opposed to a personality. I feel.
I guess, but Derek, Annette.
We're doing this, anyways.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So
No,
all right.
even with Annette, based on personality, she still deserved. I think I gave her 2,
Ah,
and it was just based off of post time skip.
Yeah, you judge with your heart, Derek.
Absolutely.
We all judge with our hearts. Is that objective? Or are you? I mean, what's even objective, really, Hector?
It's more objective than judging by your dick. I'll tell you that much.
Oh no! Then I can't wait till we get to the other.
All right.
I mean,
Anyways,
I feel like some of our ratings were dick. I don't know. I lost my words.
Cyril's a character. Look at him.
I don't wanna.
Look at him stare at you, ready to call you a retard.
Oh no! If Ash was
he?
was boy, this is worse boy.
Honestly, like if this was a more unfiltered game, I'm sure he would call you a retard.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. I don't get Cyril as like a mean kid. He's just like he's too busy thinking about other things, like Rhea and doing the work.
Yeah, but if he gets
Also
annoyed
his
very
training.
easily. Also, design first because we cannot forget.
Right.
He's peasant. He looks like a peasant.
It pretty much they definitely nailed that, and honestly, it works. That's what it is. Nothing much to it. He's an Almiran.
It'd still be amazing if you.
Hey, that's a little racist just saying it like that.
Well, it's fine. It's an A word, so it's not as
I
bad.
feel like you're like, oh, just a typical.
Yeah, it's right. It's alright to call someone a beaner rather than the other one. You know.
I guess.
I'm just saying.
I'm not the culture expert.
And let's talk about his post time skips, and that's what we're probably
much
gonna judge.
better.
Is it? I don't know. I don't see much. I guess there's
It's
some
better.
slight improvement because it's more like personal or personalized. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's better, but you know.
Like I don't think of like his design as particularly noteworthy.
Yeah, I think it's pretty alright. He looks like any generic archer you would find in any other Fire Emblem game.
Right.
He's even green. Look at that.
Oh no.
He's
Yeah.
green unit.
Honestly, yeah, I could see him in Echoes. I think they actually had these kind of designs in Echoes, which I like. Don't
Just
get me wrong.
an ally archer.
You like
Yeah.
Echoes because the art style.
And the designs, like the little what's it called? Little heart piece that Tobin has on his chest.
I never noticed that.
It's really cool. Yeah, it's just a little small detail. The art, but you know, there's some effort pumped into that.
I think art style can usually be equivalent to like design. Because usually stronger art means more stronger designs generally. Maybe I might be oversimplifying.
I think there's something. And it also, I think some artists, it's also in the hands of the concept artist, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
But either or.
Maybe I'm simplifying things.
I don't want to talk about Cyril's design too much because it's really not a lot. I mean,
it's boring.
Yes.
It's all right. It's not bad. I like how in the portrait his little arrows are sticking out, or little
Teeth.
things. Yeah, they're
It's kind of weird when you just don't make him an archer though.
Yeah,
Huh?
I would have made him Warrior Knight. He was awful.
Oh yeah.
I made him into
think he's
an assassin and then a war master.
Yeah, I immediately went with War Master just because.
Oh
Why not?
god, he used him?
Well, I just got him to that point. Well, I remember I like to grind.
I wanted to make him gimmicky.
I'm the dumb person who used them rather than Seta. And I feel I kick myself every damn day because of that.
So I'm gonna give Cyril. I'm gonna give him a 3 because I think I was surprised with how much he grew up, and I think I like that.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 because I don't think it's bad.
I will also give him a 3. He is straight mid.
All right, there we go.
Technically, if it's 3 out of 5, it's still better than mid.
I'd say that he's a little better
Middle.
than mid.
Literally middle.
Okay.
I guess from a 1 to 5.
I'll give you that, Derek.
Either or.
It's the median.
So now let's actually talk about his character, personality,
Can
person.
I just bring up him as a unit real quick?
Yeah, we were on that actually. Sorry for interrupting.
I legitimately think he's the worst unit in the game. I legitimately think he is.
Like playable wise,
Yes.
mechanically wise. Sorry.
Like gameplay wise, he's the worst unit.
I'm not gonna argue because maybe you're right.
Because
Possibly.
I had to grind to make him serviceable, and then after a while, he just dropped like a rock. He's so bad.
Did he pull a Frederick?
Like, it's weird how he's the trainee unit, but he doesn't have enough growths to really justify that status.
He has
Because
growth, but they're all in skill and speed.
Yeah,
Right.
he has like attitude, aptitude,
Aptitude.
where he gets 20% growths on growths on everything, but it's still not enough. And he's bad because I tried to make him a water knight. The class that everyone's supposed to be good at, he was not.
Oops.
Yeah, I grinded like 2 maps to make him good. It didn't work that well. Fuck you, Cyril.
I just found it really funny with the way I used them in my Everybody's Here's playthrough, where I give him lethality, and then I made him into a War Master. So he would do like 1 damage punches, and out of nowhere, he just killed an enemy with 60 HP.
My God.
And I thought it was the most hilarious thing ever.
Maybe he is better as assassin. I never tried him as such.
I mean, his skill growth just would really go. I think it's the lethality that really helped, and I think he started to get much better after once he got
Because
the
his strength's
lethality.
not good.
No, nothing's good except his skill and speed.
Then assassins would probably work better with that, really.
I mean,
But even then, if you don't have enough strength to even damage,
it's not gonna budge, man.
I don't even know if his measure's probably not. Even
Nope,
good.
it's worse than his strength.
Fuck, he's so shitty.
But
Fuck you, Cyril.
just wait, man. If this game drops some awful child DLC, man,
Don't say that. Don't say that.
kill me.
You are hurting me.
Would his kid be worse?
No, because it has aptitude, so automatically any paired character would be better.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I don't want to think about this game doing this.
I don't want to think about Cyril reproducing.
I don't want to think about kids.
Well, just judging from the fan art, it looks like he's most likely to reproduce with Lysithia.
Really?
Funny, how funny is that, huh? The one of the best units and the worst units, now getting a mid unit.
Never.
Balances out. Anywho, personality wise, everybody hates him.
Absolutely. I don't
Everybody
think anyone
hates
likes
Cyril.
him.
Except for Gas. He likes him, I guess.
I think he's fine. I like him more than Ash. But here's what I like. I like his support with Claude because he they talk about a little bit of on that racism sort of thing. They kind of tread on that a bit.
Okay.
I like the Seth one as a default because Seth always just has good
Seth
supports.
has good supports. That's just a given.
And I did like the Hilda one because I think it's very contrasting to who he is.
Yeah.
Like by a long shot. Like I think every single thing that Hilda is, Cyril is the opposite.
Oh yeah. I can see
Someone from Foldland, someone who their brother keeps out Elmirans versus someone who was an Elmiran, and someone who's super hardworking versus someone who's definitely not hardworking.
that. Do I have to?
We'll get to Hilda if you ever beat Golden Deer.
You're making me work.
Thanks for the reminder.
You need to be reminded. And God, kill me for that fucking Shamir and Cyril one. Oh God, that A support.
It's so bad.
I hate it.
It's
I'm
pretty
glad,
cringe.
so
I'm
bad.
glad you agree.
It's pretty cringe.
And you made me watch it. You made us watch it, and I was like, not good.
I wanted to make sure.
Not funny. Didn't laugh.
Awful.
But otherwise, I think Cyril, like, I get Cyril. He just wants to do his job, work hard. He's kind of an asshole and doesn't know how to make friends. Because he's, at the end of the day, he's just a kid who never
I think
socialized.
he's just too busy being like, ooh, I gotta make sure I do good by Rhea. Like the only support I like of Cyril that I've seen anyways is Seth.
Mhm.
Because Seth is like, dude, what's your end goal? What do you want to do?
I don't know.
I just want to help out Rhea.
I know he was
I
very
know.
much a father figure to
Like-
Cyril.
Well, that's just Seth in general.
Well, yeah.
Like at least with the other characters that like Rhea a lot, like Catherine, there's a bit more. I think there's a bit more going on than like their devotion to Rhea.
Well, when I get to Catherine, there's actually is something that he's willing to just oppose Rhea with. But Cyril for me, I don't know. Like, even though as much as I defend him and all this stuff, I'm saying this all in the cause that I don't think he's horrible. Just whatever. I don't think he deserves the hate. No, I'm not really warranting any love for him myself.
I think he's aggressively boring, and he gets under my skin. So I think he's my least favorite character. No, he's not as bad as the villains. Of course not.
Yeah.
Coronia is like actually the worst character in this game.
Dies.
Yeah, she gets her 8 minute of relevance. Good job.
Alright. Derek, do you want to... You were pretty silent about Cyril. Anything you want to add about him?
Well, there's nothing much to say about him that you guys already haven't covered. Like you said, he's not the worst. Like, he's not the worst person in the world, but it's like there's nothing to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird how much like how he got this kind of design for post game, when honestly I love the fan art of him just being a butler. Because it's all he is. He's just a handyman around the monastery.
Yeah.
Because his entire gimmick is, oh, until Rhea gets back, I'm going to clean. That's all he does is clean. And I'm like, alright, then you do that and you're going to stay off the battlefield.
And there you go.
He's better for it.
Yeah. It's like, if all you want to do is clean, then you're cleaning.
He doesn't deserve the hate. But,
I think he does to a certain extent.
I guess he's like... If Cyril was a Pixar movie, he'd be Cars. Like, if it was like the first 10 movies, Cyril is Cars.
I can kind of see where you're going at.
You know.
Sure.
Like Ash is Bugs Life.
Aggressively boring and gets him under skin a little bit. If I think about it too much.
But it's fine. The movies are fine. Just compared to the other Pixar movies, it's not as good. Not nearly as good.
I don't know if I would even say they're fine.
Anyways,
Don't want to
next
get that
character.
tangent.
Yeah, that's a huge tangent. Next character.
Ooh, old man.
Wait, is it Old Man? Yes,
It is Old Man.
Let me. Actually, no. Let's just keep those. Yeah. Mr. Old Man. Yeah.
Old Man Hanneman.
This is only showing the portrait. I mostly got portraits for this one because I think last time it was pretty annoying. Just
gotta be consistent this time.
Yeah.
There's a few inconsistencies more towards the end, but it's whatever. It doesn't show the whole picture, but I really don't like how Hanneman's whole thing is just one weird robe that ends super awkwardly at
He's
one
wearing
point.
a bathrobe. Come on.
It's really weird. Like I like the portrait because you don't see it, but when you get to the bottom, it's like, is he just wearing one big bathrobe?
It's an old man bathrobe.
It's a little weird. I kind of don't like it, but portrait though, he looks pretty cool though.
He looks legit.
He definitely stood out to me when I first saw him. And that's why.
Because he's like the one that looks the oldest.
Yeah. Even though Gilbert's the oldest.
It was funny. I was even more surprised the fact that he was a unit.
Yeah.
That you could bring him onto the field, and I'm like, huh, that's new.
So design-wise, I like the monocle, like the moustache.
Yes.
I like how you can rarely see his mouth, which I like. Which I always like characters who have like mustaches that cover most of their mouth.
Why, you don't like mouse?
It's just, I don't know, more stylistic, I guess. I don't know.
Just say you like mustaches. That makes it more sense to me.
Well, like, sure, whatever. Facial hair, I don't care.
Yeah, I like it so much I'm wearing them.
There we go. No, he's a nicely dressed, proper man, which I can respect.
Yes.
Proper gentleman.
He's
from the Grecian Empire.
He's a good gent.
It's got some nice colors. I mean, I don't love the design. It's not like I'm in love with it, but
no,
I
it's
I like
simple.
it.
I think it's good. It's fine.
It's good, and with that, give it a 4 for me.
I don't love it. Like it's weird. Like I like it a little bit more than Sarah, but I don't like it enough where I'll give it a 4. So I'll just give it a 3. Since
sure.
you made that description no 0.5s. I'm abiding by it.
Yep.
I think the bathrobe is kind of funny. The overall design itself kind of fits him very well, so I will give him a 3.
Okay.
It's not offending me.
Yeah, mid bros.
Mid bros.
That should have been our YouTube channel name. Instead of mild filler, it should be mid filler.
Oh, I thought you would. I personally would go for shit content, but
no swearing. No swearing.
Bad content. There we go.
There we go.
Or we should have took the name content first, but we can't now.
Yeah. We can't reference YouTube channels. Rule number 4, even though we broke that twice last time.
Don't worry.
Either or. Hanneman as a character.
He is old man.
He is.
I probably spent a lot of time with him, which is why I actually really like him. I think he's actually he takes up the fatherly role, the advice role, pretty often.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I really like him on a lot of supports because I feel when he makes some mistakes, he tries to fixes it and analyzes the problem, which is I kind of can relate to.
It's human.
I mean, unfortunately, it's not as common in humans as I would like it to be.
Mm.
When he actually does something wrong, like when he becomes aggressively obsessed with the crest for Marianne or Lysithea, he's like, "Oh man, what did I do?" He like thinks about what he did wrong right afterwards, and he tries to improve himself afterwards and genuinely apologize.
He's the guy who wishes he could edit his tweets for spelling mistakes, like I do so desperately.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty fond of Hanneman. I really like him.
I like him a little bit, because I haven't had many sorts of him, but the ones I've had, there was the net one, which was kind of funny, because they were just at the books. There was the Manuel one, which I think is hilarious.
That dynamic is still pretty good.
Because they just shit on each other.
Oh yeah.
And I think Hammond's more right.
Well, yeah, but it's Manuela,
Yeah.
which we'll get to next.
Yeah. What other ones have I seen? Not many, honestly. I think I just mainly like him because he just owns Manuel, and I think that's hilarious.
That's a good enough reason,
So
huh?
yeah, that's what I know him as, the guy who owns Manuel. That's just because I don't have a lot of experience with using Hanneman or having sports, because I didn't really use him that much. Because you get him. Well, I got him like early mid game, and I was like, I don't need to use him, and I didn't want to.
Normally, you should have a better magic user on your team already.
I think I mainly use him. The reason why I think I had him as a net support is because he was an assist for her. I think that's the reason.
Yeah, I think at a certain point he just became my assist as well.
Yeah.
No.
But that's when I didn't know how guard assistants are. Adjutants, I should say.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know how good they are, and I can't wait to use them in my next playthrough. I promise it'll happen. 21.
2021. Go ahead. Derek, your opinions on Hannah Mammal?
I also didn't have too much time with Hanneman. He passed during my playthrough.
What, you killed him?
No, he was just put in the storage.
He made him sound like he passed away.
No, that was a joke.
Aha.
But he plays the old man role way more better than Gilbert did, and I wish that Gilbert would kind of take a note from his book and be like,
I wish Gilbert was 57 instead of actually Hanneman.
right.
Honestly, yeah, switch their age. Well, I wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like that he definitely comes across as having character where Gilbert didn't.
Yeah.
But Hanneman has his gimmick that he loves crests.
Ooh.
But he is also I'll fix what I said. He's not a human person who wants to change his, like I said, change his mistakes. He's a humane person who wants to fix his mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's one of those things where like your hobby gets in the way of like your personal life.
Yes.
And so if he tries to fix that, then it's a better humane person than almost anyone else who would try that.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly.
He's a good guy.
As far as support, as far as something I want to bring up with Hanneman, I always like that paired ending with Lysithea, where he talks about like how he was able to cure her cancer, and and then he said once he passed away, Lysithea now became the daughter of Crestology.
Yay!
And I'm like, that's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, they opened up their own cancer research facility, basically.
The double crest cancer research
Make-A-Wish
facility.
Foundation.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Like,
Little Jimmy has a crest and he's about to pass away.
Oh no!
Here he is, the hero himself, Violet. Hi.
It's like that Family Guy. It's that Family Guy gift. It's like, what do you want, son? I wish I didn't have cancer. Well, how about Spider-Man instead?
God, that bit.
It's a good bit.
Oh man. But yeah, I think Hanneman's pretty cool. Honestly, I can't like he's just a character. Maybe it might be like I think there's a disconnection maybe because of my age.
Okay.
I feel if I was his age, I'd like him more. But maybe it's because I'm not his age. I can't.
Because you look on the screen and be like, "Hey, that's me."
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like Hammond's a character I will like more. I just don't know enough about him yet.
Yeah, he has some stuff going with him with like how he ran away from the Empire to pursue his dreams and everything.
I heard about that a little bit.
Yeah, there's some cool things in there. You got a lot of it with the Imperial characters. But yeah, Hanneman is cool. I like him. Maybe when I get older, I'll like him even more. And the next character, Miss Boo Bella herself.
Ah, Jesus.
Doing. Got them rubber titties.
She brings back the tradition of firing characters having, like, putting wax on her tits.
Oh, yeah.
First showing up with Tiki and Awakening Christ.
oil.
Well, the difference is I can actually see Manuela as this is just being part of her morning routine.
Yeah.
Just oiling up her boobs.
Like, trying to make it more noticeable.
Yeah. That's the biggest difference.
You know what? That's canon. I like that now.
But yeah, Manuela design-wise, titties, duh, big main focus.
Crabapple.
She wants to make sure. Yeah, there you go, crabapple. She wants to make sure you're looking at them.
I am.
Then you look at the full design too. Like you can see the little shadow with her fucking, her V down there.
What she has Canatal?
Not a strong one, not as in like it just shows her actual thing. It's more like you see the V, you know, like the bones. I can't explain it, damn it. Don't make me sound like I have a fetish for like V-bones or something.
There's no such thing as V-bones.
Her dress is skin tight. Is that what you're trying to get for?
In some areas.
Most areas.
In the most important areas.
Yeah. It's not as if she has much of a dress to begin with.
You're like the guy who was mad about Team S taking away censorship is saying like, oh, they're taking away the vagina bones.
I remember that.
Oh no, the vagina bone.
Can't wait for that game next.
Take off the Anna cape. I want to see Tharja's ass. Anyways, Manuela does a design. Well, I'll tell you right now, I can definitely see a teacher. You know, a very, no zone teacher. But
yeah, she has the stick. She has the crabapple hair.
It's funny. She's the teacher that every single high school boy would want. But of course, she's teaching university.
You would think she'd act more like a dominatrix, but
no,
she's very passive.
She's just desperate.
She's very submissive, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as her actual like other designs and everything, I really hate her sleeves. How they just can defy gravity.
What do you mean?
Her sleeves just defy gravity. It's just like they always stick on even when she's like raising up in the air and everything.
So does everyone else's.
Well, she has
I guess
really
it's more
long
noticeable because
sleeves.
her sleeves are a little more like this short.
They're like super long though. That's the thing. Just like Violet's.
Oh sure. No, his reasoning. He actually has slits in his sleeves.
Whatever they are.
No, he has slits in his sleeves that he's able to.
Oh,
oof! Oh no, the desk. That he's able to just. He never actually wears his sleeves, which I find hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just like the loose
it's a fashion statement.
Right.
The loose sleeve energy.
Yeah.
But anywho, I don't. She looks cool with her little white cape. Can't really see much in the portrait. Hair's whatever. Mole's a nice detail. There's nothing else to add.
It's a beauty mark.
I'm gonna give her. I don't know how else you can improve this design, so I guess I'll give it a 3. Like I'm trying to think of a way I would improve it, but I don't know. I like the design, I guess, but it's just not to my taste.
Yeah,
sure.
I agree. I'll give it a 3 too.
I will also agree with the 3.
One day.
I never had anything to say about her anyway.
One day I'll give something higher than a 3.
But I guess on the topic of talking about her as a character, her best part of the whole game is her S support.
Sure.
It's what made me to not like her to I'm a little softer on her now because I honestly think her bio support's really bad.
Yeah.
Or at least it makes her really look. It makes her really look bad.
The ones
I think that's on purpose.
The ones in the beginning make her look really, really bad.
But she doesn't improve too hard for the rest of them, though.
No.
Yeah.
Except for some of the Sedith ones, which I do like
Because Sarah's like, come on, knock it up.
a little bit. But even Sedith points out how it's like, man, Manuela, you'd be so much more likable if you actually acted like yourself.
Oof.
Just like how Hanneman says, you'd be a lot better if you acted your age. And
Yeah.
she's like, no, I'm younger. It's like, no. Especially because if you look at her character card, it's question marks.
I like that bit.
I love that a lot.
37, get dabbed on.
Oh no!
Oh no. Is that post or pre?
Pre.
Pre.
Oh, wow.
42 when she's post.
Oh no, that's not old at all. Why is she so worried?
I mean, that's pretty old in Japan.
Whatever.
Yeah, she passed the 25 age, so now she's an whole Christmas cake.
Amazing how that works, doesn't it?
I do like that there's
Not even middle aged, and yet everyone thinks they're hitting the whole gravestone.
Well, if you're single and 25, you're basically out of the market in Japan.
Yeah.
I believe that's the case.
That's when you're past the expiration date. The
Right,
longer,
right.
The longer you wait, the more you can start to smell the rust.
Amazing.
But either way, I like the one with the support with Dorothea, because especially the A one, where it's like, we don't need no men, we can just be each other's girlfriends. Hell yeah! Let's go
Sisterhood.
shopping.
I think my favorite line from Manuela is if you're female Byleth, and I experienced this in my first playthrough, it was like, man, if only you were a man.
Oh no.
And boy, that line had some serious repercussions for some people who wanted to support her as a female Byleth.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Got to hear the implication now.
I can see the fan right now.
The implication. Oh man.
Oh no, I don't like the implication you might be thinking of.
Yep. Yeah.
Damn it.
That's just a fan art.
Anyways, what else do I like from Manuela? Okay, I'm gonna tell you the things I don't like. Maybe the trick or something else. She's vice as fuck. She's
Yes.
super vice,
Like,
man.
I think in their B support Byleth, she is just hungover. She's like, oh jeez. I tried to get with a guy last night and he just bailed on me. I feel sad.
Like anything that has to do with fucking drinking, and I don't know, anything else that's right. She probably does fucking cocaine or something. When we, when
No.
they're
I don't
best or
know about
something.
that.
Like, if it even exists in Poland, but you know,
No,
or an equivalent.
that's Caspar.
No, that's just sheer autism.
Caspar is a good boy.
But or ADHD, whatever. I don't care.
What,
Uh,
we'll get there when we get to Black Eagles.
yeah, if ever. But
Never.
yeah, it's just hard to like Manuela, man. She just tries to make herself so unlikable. She's also just kind of a slob and everything.
It's kind of it's ironic that she's trying to get with someone, but because of her trying so hard, it makes her unlikable, unapproachable.
Oops,
Yeah.
I think that is the point.
my bad.
Oops. And people do point out, like you say, like Sedith and Hammond. But I don't think she really goes through that transformation, honestly.
She should have.
Like, the only time she is different, at least from what I've seen, than her usual self, is when she's genuinely shocked by being like, what? You like me that much? Because she doesn't expect it ever, even though she's trying the hardest. That's what she really wants at the end of the day. But I think she, long ago, gave up.
Mhm.
But she's still trying, I guess, out of earnest or something like that. But I think in her heart of hearts, she's like, this ain't going to get resolved the way I want.
Yeah, because even in the proposal between her and Violet, she thinks it's a joke.
Yes.
She's like,
For
"Oh,
a
you want
while.
me? Like, oh, you want me to hold on to this ring for someone else?"
And even after the joke, it's like, are you sure?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
probably
she-
a bad idea.
Yeah, she gives Violet a lot of outs.
It's hashtag relatable.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
If only she was a cute girl.
No, she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes. She is a mature, fine like wine.
If only she was like Audrey from Honey Pop.
Which one's Audrey?
The redheaded
hair.
one.
Got me.
She's got some Manuela energy, just, younger. But either or, I can say I'm fine with Manuela now after that S support. I come to terms with her just being fine. And I probably couldn't do more just because, she doesn't act like her fucking self, man. It sucks.
I somewhat still dislike her, but I'm softening up to her because of that S support. Everything else is like, oh jeez.
Oh yeah. But anywho, that is Miss Crabapple. Next up,
Yay!
there she is. I wish I could show everyone like my eyes, just what I saw, the duality of a man,
the little opposing sides of a coin.
Yeah.
No, I would love to hear this, Devin. Why do you?
No,
hate?
design first.
Design first.
Okay.
Design first.
3. All right.
5.
Do I dare say 4?
Go for it, dude. Everything about her is so aesthetically pleasing. I love it.
Her portrait's pretty good. That alone, I'll give it a 5. Any other context is a 4 because I think her 3D model doesn't look as good. I don't think her 3D model translated well into her portrait.
Oh, we did design.
And also, we never want to talk about the S support.
No!
Portraits.
Oh god, she got slaughtered in that one.
Oh no, the forehead. I don't
even remember. I think that's a good thing, I guess.
Don't remember. It's awful.
I only remember the horn ones.
Yeah. Like Hilda and Dorothea.
Hilda, Dorothea, and Bernie. Those are the ones that I remember because those are the best ones.
But either way. Now, since okay, I'll just point out things. She looks cool. She looks like Ada Wong, and
She looks
makes
amazing.
Look cool.
Like I said, everything about her is aesthetically pleasing. I love her hair. I love her eyes. Her choker's really neat.
Oh,
I love her outfit. How it looks like a suit, but it's not.
Don't worry about it.
She's wearing pants.
I was taking a phone.
She is wearing pants, which I adore.
You don't know how rare that is.
The combination of the dark green, the purple, the silver, the black, everything just meshes together so well.
It's pretty good. I remember when I first saw her, I was like, "Oh crap! Is this the goth GF? Did we finally find her?"
Did you?
She's not super.
Yes.
She doesn't. She's not. For me, she's not the she didn't go hard on the goth.
No.
Which I was a little disappointed by.
She's very stoic. She's not goth.
Yeah, I'd say so. Goddamn, dude, what's her brand for her hair though? Just like little wavy hair that like dashes around her.
Amazing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a mixture between like stylish and punk.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. But let's talk about personality.
Devin.
No,
I
don't give a shit.
Why don't you give a shit? Why is Shamir boring to you?
There's nothing much that's for me. Like, first of all, I'm not usually for the silent stoic type for girls anyways.
But you like this too.
He's not silent nor he's kind of stoic.
He's very stoic.
But he's a bit more outgoing than Shamir, I would say.
Sure.
Could you say so?
They're about the same. I think what I like to do more because he's it's like previously said, it's other qualities like putting himself in front of others or
yes.
The interesting narratives that he's tied with. The most interesting thing Shamir is tied with is Catherine.
Yeah. Because
so
they have the pass.
So it's a little more difficult, and the fact that she's from Dagda.
Also, to be completely fair,
isn't she the only one from Dagda?
She's the only character from Dagda.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, like Hanneman Manuela, I did not use Shamir that much in my Blue Lions playthrough. So I don't know that much, but from what I've seen, the only sport I even remotely liked from Shamir is to do.
Okay.
Because it's so different, because Shamir, it depends on who she's talking to. If she talks to some of the students, she kind of acts like a, what's it called?
Like a teacher.
Like a tough one, though.
Yeah.
Like she...
she's a really good gym coach.
Yes, that's what she is. She's a PE teacher.
But that's the difference.
She's a PE teacher.
That's a big difference
because
really
that's totally what she is.
She's a productive PE coach.
Because I'm thinking about Miss Ross from when we went to high school.
Yeah,
right.
That's totally what she is.
I guess I can see that.
Because there's a bunch of characters like just going through Golden Deer. The one with Ignatz still annoys the ever living hell out of me because he was so fucking submissive.
It took him a minute.
Absolutely.
That one took him a little too long. 2 supports for her to kind of finally talk to her, man.
Yep.
Like, come on.
But
I haven't seen it, but I know Hector told me about it. But it might annoy me when I see it. But the concept of it to me is hilarious.
Not even
hilarious.
Bernie got that bad, man.
No. But the one with Raphael, where all she's doing is teaching him how to breathe.
I love it because Raphael makes that support for me
Absolutely.
so much. God.
Raphael is a good character.
And just how he works with Shamir, because they're a little opposite.
They're very opposing characters.
I like it a lot. Now we're talk about Shamir and Seiros. It's fucking
awful.
I do like how Shamir kind of acts like a teacher to Leone about being a mercenary. I always thought that was pretty cool.
I've not seen that one at all.
That one's pretty alright. And
I think the only ones I've seen in Shamir is the one you showed me, Seiros.
Of course.
The Do a little bit and a little bit of Catherine's, and I only like one of them.
We'll show
the Do one's pretty good.
We'll show him the one with Raphael. That's funny.
Oh, it's great.
I would rather wait until because I'm playing.
Wait and play it. That's a funny.
Never. Because again, you'll never use Shamir. Because if you're worried about archers, you have Ignatz and Claude.
You're right, actually.
Yeah. So you'll never use her.
Unless he uses in Black Eagles, but you know.
No, but then you have Bernadetta.
If he so wishes.
I'm never gonna use Shamir. You're right.
Yeah.
There we go. What other one? Yeah, Shamir and Catherine was good. I'll talk about more about that support when I get to Catherine. I got a lot to talk about Catherine. But yeah, Shamir.
Good. It conflicts with my little to talk about is Catherine.
Shamir has also what's it called? Like some interesting backstory about her her partner dying when she was like that, and that's why she's more cold and stubborn, like that sort of trope.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is fine. I think it works. But yeah, I don't know. I like Shamir. I can't say like for her design that I thought I was gonna be when I first saw her, I thought I was gonna love this character, but I'm like, she's fine. She's cool. That's pretty much as far as it went for me.
She's okay.
And you're not the
only God! All this whole room is now filled with smoke.
Sorry, it was a big.
Damn it, Devin! We told you not to light up during the podcast.
What if? That would be an interesting podcast.
That would be a fun podcast.
First pop is 1 minute in.
That's exactly what we got to do for Golden Deer. It would make too much sense.
and we all gotta hang from the bed upside down while we do it.
Perfect.
Oh, my blood's already in my brain.
There you go. But Derek,
I adore Shamir.
Yes.
If there's anything, I know that you two don't like it. I don't even think
I like her.
I don't think Devin's seen it though. The S support with Byleth.
I think I was shown it, and I was tortured in that S support video.
That's right. We showed him.
I fucking hated that.
I love it so much because it's just a mutual exchange of rings, and she's like,
"Okay, I did like that."
Oh, okay, let's go. And it's like, wait a minute, don't you want to do anything else? Like, do we have to? Like, it's embarrassing. Like, I love it because
some Soli energy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it goes she has such a big build up to being like a very stoic person, and like the whole payoff is that at the very end she starts to be more human and starts to be like way more open. That's kind of like at the poking point where it's like, hey, it's just the two of us. It's just the two of us. Yeah, just let's fuck.
Yeah, that's what it is. Who cares? You just don't worry about your last partner.
Not a partner, not lover.
I think there's some support with implications.
I think so. I don't remember.
Anyways, that is ShamWow. So, next character, which is Thunderbrand Catherine.
What is her actual name? Is it Catherine?
Cassandra.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You getting like the
forgot her last name.
Support.
And and some other ones too.
She has Lysithia's last name.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both because Lysithia can use the Thunderbrand.
I think so. I forgot what's actually her last name, but it might be a cresting more than a name thing. I mean, Bernadetta's last name isn't Sikol.
Gotcha.
But
sure.
Anywho. Catherine's design I think is kind of cool. I've always been a fan of characters dressed in white trying to look heroic. Always been a sucker for those.
Yeah.
And I think her design-wise, I think she looks pretty banging.
Yeah, she has that Gyro thing going on. People like that.
I think it's just a general tan. Well, then again, that's what Gyro is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always like their design. I can't say I'm in love with it. There's nothing, especially in this portrait. There's nothing
Yeah,
that's
it's just-
that cool.
You want the full body one.
The full body one looks way better for
Absolutely.
sure. But
I think the coolest thing about Shimir's design, and I don't know if it's related, is Thunderbrand looks fucking sick.
I'll say yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say yes. That's part
But
of
I
it.
don't
It's a
want to
very
consider
medieval-
that because
I think it counts.
It kind of is her weapon.
You
It is
kind
a
of she's associated with Thunderbrand.
Yeah.
Thunderbrand.
It's in
then
the
again,
name.
all the relics look sick as shit.
I disagree. I
will also disagree.
I hate most of their relics. Goddamn, especially Edelgards. What the
Thank
fuck?
you.
What the fuck do you have a sponge for, or a fucking sponge cleaner for a weapon? It's so bad.
I don't like all the
Hey,
ones that
Dimitri's and like Claws are cool though.
move. Sure.
Dimitri's looks.
I like
Ugh.
Dimitri's.
It looks weird. And Claws is kind of whatever. It just looks like an over-designed bow to me.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
least their origins raw though.
I don't
It
like I just don't like the ones that move.
What?
It doesn't make them feel like weapons anymore. It actually makes them look.
I mean,
they
it
just
kind
feel
of
weird.
makes sense.
No, I get that because of the creatures and everything that's in the crest themselves, but it's just weird. I don't like Sylvains and Edelgards move, and I don't like it.
That's
I wish I liked Catherine as much as like Thunderbrand.
Oops.
Oh no! But she is Thunderbrand Catherine.
But I think her design's a 4.
I
I'm
will-
not impressed by a 3.
I will. If it was the full body one, I would definitely give it a 4.
All right, and there we are. Now let's talk about personality. Devin, how do you feel about Catherine?
Eh.
Oh no!
There you go.
I don't hate
And the
her.
podcast.
I don't really
No, no,
hate
no.
her. Like, but there's nothing that interesting, and I don't really know about her because, like a lot of the Knights of Seiros, I haven't used a lot of them. Because with Blue Lions, I mainly focuses on the kids. Because of course I would.
And because they're older, they have more history. So the only way to actually like them is to get to know their history.
Yeah, because a lot of Knights of Seiros, except for certain key story moments, you don't really know about them too much. Like, for example, Catherine, the only notable thing I really know about her is in Black Eagle's story, it's when Rhea's like, burnt the city. And she's like, what? I don't know, but okay, though. And I was like,
She was conflicted.
I know she was conflicted, but she was still she still did it.
It's hard, man.
She's
I know.
very devoted
Like-
to Rhea.
Like,
though.
It's hard.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It makes sense to her character, but it does. I'm like, oof, bra moment though.
It's a big one. Derek.
I don't have too much to say about Catherine as much as I did about Shamir.
I figured.
She is.
You like her support, I guess.
Yeah, I love their A support so much, which that is definite shipping material.
I always love their B support, where it's like, all right, let's not talk about each other. Agreed. Pretty monotonous.
Yeah,
All right, let's talk about each other.
yeah.
So let's compare ourselves. I like that a lot. It makes them a little giving.
But she is a nice person towards the students and everyone else. Her devotion to Rhea is
annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
it's definitely a fault.
Like, I think the most interesting thing about Shamir is you can get her in Black Eagles, and she she also is not a follower of Seiros.
No.
And Eloise, you can also get Eloise in Black Eagles.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know
Eloise,
that.
Isn't Eloise devoted though?
Not more to Gerald, if anything.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, Shamir feels like... Sorry, we have to go back to Shamir. I should have mentioned this, but the one
I have no
aspect
problem
I do...
with this.
Thank you, Derek. One aspect I do appreciate of Shamir is, like, she's not devoted to Rhea, but she feels like she owes her a favor. Like, she's not, like, I don't know.
Because
But no,
Rhea
that's the point. She's the opposite. She has no devotion to anything, not even herself.
yeah,
And, I don't know.
it's just a job.
But I think it's kind of interesting because she is one of the few knights that you can get in Black Eagles, which does say a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that's interesting.
Because most out of anything,
So there.
Shamir's biggest like the most important thing to Shamir at the moment is technically you, the main character. Because honestly, without you, then she wouldn't do anything.
Derek, you're just saying that because you're like me as main character. She likes me.
No, because it's like
Damn it. That would have been funny if you said yes.
no, because like it towards Rhea, there isn't anything because like I said, it's just part of the job. For you, on the other hand, like you didn't use her at all, so she's just literally pushed off to the side. She's only there for cutscenes.
She's not even there for cutscenes in Blue Lions, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just Tearless, Rodrigue, Dimitri, and Gilbert.
Oh, she gets a couple sprinkled in Golden Deer.
Oh.
But that's literally just
maybe
a couple.
she's there a couple times in Blue Lions, but I just don't remember.
A dash of salt.
It's funny because I think she's the most involved in Blue Line characters, if anything.
Oh.
But to state my case, I think Catherine really shines in the supports by a long shot.
Sure.
She has a lot of angles that are very interesting, and I think she pushes characters to a very interesting direction.
Cough,
like
cough,
Ash.
Yeah, Ash is a really good one, but there's more like that, such as Lorenz, where he kind of she basically confronts her. It's like, what do you do about someone who's an outlaw and a noble? And Lorenz was actually legitimately confused and did not know what to do.
Huh? What?
He did not know how to judge that.
I don't know what I don't. That doesn't exist.
Outlaw, noble, no, error.
Exactly. He exceed out. It's another one. I forgot which one it was, but I always did like this quote where he said he's willing to follow any order from Rhea except one, and that's to kill herself.
What, Catherine?
Yes.
Why?
I don't think they dove too hard into it. It just makes me think that she definitely values something. She's willing to oppose Rhea for something, and I think that's
Herself.
why I really like that line. Yeah, she's not willing to sacrifice
I guess
herself.
it also shows she's not absolutely devoted to Rhea.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I like.
She's pretty close to that, I would say, but she's not absolute.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I kind of just generally love her personality too. How she's just kind of is kind of a goofball and plays around.
She's a bro.
I always like the one with Dimitri, where it's like it was like the A+ support with him, where it was like, oh man, I didn't think the little prince boy would try to woo me one day.
Ooh, huh.
Just general stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I already talked about the Ash one and the Blue Lions one quite a bit.
Yeah.
Expands pretty well on both his and her character. I just don't want to recycle supports too much with this character.
That's fine.
Because I feel it's what it is, man. It just she shines best on her supports, and I think it makes her a little more dynamic.
To be fair, a lot of characters suffer through that though, where you can only see them shine through supports.
And I haven't seen a lot of them, and like I've only seen like maybe up to B of her Shamir one. I was like, not impressed. And I've only seen up to C with her Dimitri one. I was like, that was kind of interesting.
You should definitely see the A+, the one with Shamir. I love it so much. Basically, they just run away. It's nice.
Squadra.
Yeah.
What off?
Do they get married? Who knows?
Hopefully.
Canonicity? Fingers crossed.
But yeah. I don't think I want to talk too much about Catherine, because I don't want this whole thing to be just me rehearsing her supports.
Right.
So, I'm going to say I really like Catherine. I'd say I probably like her more than Shamir, even though I like both.
On a base level, I do too.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's...
She's hard too.
That's Catherine.
Subjective, I don't know.
And then we have...
Yeah! I'm excited for a character for once.
Alois!
If Hector didn't tell me the raw shit, the Kino shit about him, I'd be like, okay, he's kind of cringy because the dad jokes.
But I like dad jokes.
Actually, there's actually Shamir support that I forgot about. That's good with him.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways...
after aesthetics.
But design-wise, I don't think he speaks too hard on me. I think his armor's cool and all. It just looks kind of like... It's just his face.
Yeah, it's just like... He has a weird goatee.
It's a mustache.
Mustache, I guess?
He just looks so...
He's got like a...
Like, his face is so goofy that it's so weird to think of him like an armor.
But he's a knight. The armor does say so.
Hey, if this was on...
Also, I feel like this shoulder's compensating for something.
Yeah.
If
a lot of them do that.
If this armor was on Gilbert, he'd definitely look like a badass. I think it just, like... Gilbert's face is just, in personality, just sticks out too much harder than he does his actual armor.
Mm.
I think so. But, I still like it. I think it looks cool. I like the armor design in general. You can't see it much here, but I think that design is actually pretty awesome. So I'm going to give that design also a 4.
I'm gonna have 3 because I'm not impressed by it too much.
I would give it a 3 if it wasn't for the damn shoulder pad.
What are you gonna give it a 2?
I'm gonna give it a 2. I hate the shoulder pad so much. I feel like that there's no use for it.
Looks cool, I guess. I don't know.
It's a weird aesthetic, that's for sure. It's weird because it's cut off here. That thing goes on for like another foot.
That's fair.
The spike is huge.
It's pretty massive.
It's like I kind of wanted to give it to like if there was like a brawler
Clip.
No, but if there was like a brawler, then like put that on there and just like have him shoulder check everyone.
Ouch.
But yeah, I'll have to give it a 2. There's nothing too stand out.
But I also agreed, Devin, before I did his supports, I just thought he was cringe.
Yeah. I actually never got him. I never even got him as a playable character.
Me neither.
I only know what I know for you.
Alright, so
And what you told me has been pretty keyno.
This comes up in other supports, but I think it's the strongest with Shamir. Because this also comes up with Mercedes and Lysithia.
Mercedes.
But you see a thing where it's like, what's he scared of? Ghost. Oh, just like Lysithia, how they're spooky or whatever.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's a silly guy. I would believe that. Ha ha ha.
But you know, and in the support with Shamir, he's basically like just kind of philosophizing with Shamir. It's like, you know, Shamir, you ever think about like we might actually be killing someone's dad or something?
Oh, he gets deep.
He gets deep with it, and the whole reason he's scared of ghosts is because they think it's the dead souls that haunt him, and all the bodies he's piled up over his ears.
Makes sense.
Haha, silly guys.
Dad jokes. Like the dichotomy of that to what he fears is something, man.
Yeah, it's so weird because there should be more characters like him. Everyone's kind of fine with murder.
But he's like the one that's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because it is noted he is a dad.
I guess so, yeah.
And he does think about that, I guess. He did point out, like, what if it's someone's dad? Because he himself is a dad.
I guess so, yeah, when you put it that way. And yeah, I guess it's just kind of shitty thinking that, like, you know, someone losing a father or a husband.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of shitty doing that, but fuck, man. What you gonna do?
Like, he's thinking, like, are we doing the right thing? He's, like, pondering about that, which, it's funny.
Why are we here? Just to suffer.
Guys, come on. It's just a video game.
It's just lay game.
Like, it's kind of weird that maybe other people think about that because they're like, well, war is bad. But he's the only one who really, like, specifically comments about, like, killing other people.
Yeah.
Guys, have you ever realized that war never changes?
But war has changed.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But it's like in...
Right.
No, with Abelgard. But, yeah, I think, and now at least in other supports, I think it's his support with Bernadetta, I think is kind of sweet. But really interesting, because I think Alois is the only character Bernadetta is not scared of, because he reminds him of his uncle and how easygoing he was, and, like, he had, like, made bad jokes and everything. And it kind of makes Bernadette a little nostalgic about her past, and I always did appreciate like that support because
it does sound nice.
Yeah, it's a really nice support. I don't know. Alois is also pretty gullible when you see Catherine's with the support of Catherine. He, you know, there's someone trying to scam him, being like, "Oh, I'm poor, give me money." It's like, okay, and Dali's like, oh man, that sucks. Here, let me help you. And the Cather's like, you're a scammer. And it's like, oh shit, I'm a scammer.
Oh no, she was right. What if she was wrong though?
And that's what I always pointed out. Was like, well, shit, man. Like, you know, apparently because she saw through the bullshit or something. But I was just like, fuck, man. Like, I'd rather know that I helped someone rather than like, you know, I'll let them down.
That's pretty Chad.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So it's like, fuck, man. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's what I said, pretty cringe on appearance, but once you really get to know him, man, he's just, you know, nice dude. He makes dad jokes, pretty bad ones.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, I forgot about them. The one with Alois and Dimitri, where his jokes are so bad and Dimitri's so, like, punished at this point, and he doesn't know how to laugh anymore, but because the jokes are so awful, he's actually genuinely laughing at them.
That's really cute. The concept alone is making me smile.
I really like it.
I like Eloise.
Eloise is good. I kind of wish she had a little more shine in the story, but you know.
Hey, it's Fire Emblem game.
Yeah. Go away, old characters.
Go away.
We want some young, fresh blood in here.
Go away, side characters. Go away. Away with you.
Who's Sayri?
Fuck. Well, she kind of mattered in the main story for a little bit.
I guess. A little bit of some Fjorn.
Who the fuck's Miriam?
Oops. Alright, and next we have
Gerald.
Very thematically next to Eloise.
Yeah.
Oh, that fits.
Well, you had Catherine next to Shamir, so...
There we go. So, Mr. Gerald, he is your dad. I think he looks pretty alright.
Yeah.
I never grew with the design besides his strong orange. I think his orange makes him stand out quite a bit.
Yeah.
The only other strong orange is pretty much Annette, but that's her orange raises up in power level in Pwn's Advocate.
Yeah.
But design wise, I always thought it was a 3.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm going with that 3.
3 is me. Derek?
I'm very troubled because as much as I like his design, it doesn't... When you look at the character himself, he doesn't look anything like you. So it's really hard to just say like, oh yeah, this character is your father. And take it seriously.
I do agree with Derek for once. I do have a hard time believing that Gerald is your dad. I thought it'd be like plot twist. You were adopted, and I took you away, and I saved you. No,
I was waiting for that the entire game.
No, he's actually your dad.
Yeah.
I guess you got all your looks from your mom.
I guess so. Literally all of them. The only
You look nothing like Gerald.
Nope.
Yeah.
The only thing is that you may or may not got your gender.
Or immortality. Or something.
No, you got that from your great grandma.
Well, you also from Gerald. Gerald kind of has it.
Immortality?
Well, the not the immortality, just the agelessness thing.
Oh, sure.
But that might be from Selfish, so it could be either or.
Overall design, you know what? I'm gonna have to give him a 3.
Well,
yeah.
There's Gerald's
Sorry,
design.
Papa.
3 for 3 of us.
Yay! It's like
Dies at mid.
It's like Hanneman all over again.
But I think
No,
4. I don't know.
No, Hector gave him 4.
Yeah, something like that. Manola.
Yeah, crabapple.
Alright.
Midwilla.
Oh no!
Guy.
Alright, so Gerald, personality. He's there in the start of the game and isn't.
Yes. He's your dad.
Oh boy.
He's your dad. He gives you a ring to fuck someone.
Yes, give it someone you love.
Or not if you picked Eloise. But,
Oh, no.
Or Sothis, which is weirder.
No, you get to wear it.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
He dies.
Oh no!
He narrates the game a lot.
Which is
does.
great.
And he doesn't even pass post time, so does he?
He narrates in post time skip.
He narrates the whole game.
Yeah, I thought that was always weird. Like, I understand pre, because like that makes sense. I kind of wish in post time skip there was somebody else for like each route.
Like Rhea?
Yeah, maybe.
The Rhea narrator.
Because I was like, hey, he's dead. He should be like go away from the entire game.
But that's not the point.
Wait, what is the point?
It's the fact that now that he's gone, you get to hear him in your head.
I've never
don't
seen
know.
such cool imagery.
I've never heard such amazing audio.
He does have a nice voice. The voice actor in the English version is pretty good.
The same guy who plays Jiraiya in the English dub of Naruto. That's what I always get him as.
Oh my god, yes.
I forgot what his voice actor's name is.
That
though.
checks out. They do sound exactly right.
But yeah, I thought Gerald was like. I wish we got to know him a little more.
I wish he was more prevalent in the game.
Yeah,
Like, it's kind of weird. I don't know if people agree with this, but you spend the most time with Gerald, the dad that's supposed to die, compared to the other dad that's supposed to die, Grail, who dies like couple chapters in, maybe 3, 5, 6, something like that. I'm not sure, but and you spend like he takes like chapter 9, he bites the dust. Which is like, there's a lot more time to potentially spend, and I thought that'd be for potential, but they don't really utilize it that much. He's just kind of there, as a knight, being like, I'm doing my own missions. I don't really want to be here, but we're here anyways.
You get some missions with him, but you never really get anything like
You
intimate or
get
anything.
one mission
You
with
get
him.
one mission with him, which is chapter 8, which is like, oof, wow. Remember the village we were at in the beginning of the game? Oh, it's bad. It's ruined now. That's bad.
Oh no, save everyone.
Yeah, you really don't get a feel like he was your
Like,
dad.
No.
Yeah, I feel like it's such a disconnect in a way.
The only
Like,
thing you get is his journal.
It's kind of weird
Mhm.
because I kind of, even if I've not played Path of Radiance at all, I know about it through osmosis, but I kind of care about more about Geralt's, or what the fuck is it?
Grail.
Grail more, ironically enough. I don't know why.
I think it's just what you mentioned. Just more intimate time spent with.
Yeah, I also believe that he's dad because he had Miss over there. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the most intimacy that you get with Geralt is the one battle, the introduction to you working at the monastery, and then
When he dies.
I wouldn't. Would you call that intimacy?
Because
Yeah.
By the Cries.
Sure, but I was gonna say when he's mourning at your mom's grave.
You get a little bit of exposition.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, I wish he was more utilized more.
absolutely. But like you
'Cause
said, it's,
I don't feel like I care about him that much.
Oopsie daisy.
I don't know because it's like
Like-
like when he dies, it's like,
Like,
yeah,
I don't mind that he died. I think it served a purpose in the story, I guess.
they
But
give
I
you
wish
superpowers.
I wish there was more of a. They gave me more of a reason to care besides the base a concept like, hey, he's your dad in the game. I'm like, that's not enough for me personally.
No.
You can't say it and believe that's enough. You know.
Hey, this is what you should be
You
feeling.
you got to back that up. I mean, maybe they backed up a little bit, but I don't think it was enough for me personally.
This is what you
I
should be
feel.
feeling at this point in the game. You should be feeling sad because his character died.
All I know from Gerald is all
Don't tell me, show me. You know.
Yeah.
That's writing shit.
the only thing you get from Gerald and who he is a little bit of Leone, but that's more of an idealized view, and Alois, which I think he talks a little bit about Gerald with Leone and Byleth.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like, I'm drunk and I love to be reckless. That was kind of his character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, not a lot with Gerald. There should have been more.
There
I
should
wish
have
there
been
was
much more.
Yeah.
I wish there was more, honestly. Like, at least maybe a paralogue or two.
Paralogue would have really helped.
Like, I don't think they would really fit him in the main story, and that's fine, but I honestly think a paralogue would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're with the old mercenaries, we're going to do a job, or hey, you want to hang out with me with this message I'm doing? You got some time.
It's just you, Gerald, a couple allies, and then just monsters go kill monsters. Or
I
go
mean,
kill,
I don't know if that
rout
would be
the enemy.
enough, but it'd be something.
No, but you could at least like tell story in between. It's enough.
Yeah, because like a character that I think did really well with a paralogue is like Seth and Flame, because you're like, oh wow, that's a cool secret,
You got a lot of context.
and it made me appreciate him more as a character. Besides his slowly warming up to you.
And you got it all in one prologue.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
I do appreciate.
I
wish he got that treatment with Gerald.
It's funny because paralogs are probably my favorite story-driven things in this game. Actually,
Mhm.
I really do like the
I do
paralogs.
like that Dedue one.
It does
too.
add a lot of
The
context.
Dedue one's pretty. The Dedue one's great. I love the Ignatz and Raphael one.
God, I loved when I was a Cavalier Dimitri. I just beat that map in like fucking 4 turns.
Oops.
Hmm.
Well, I beat that in 1. Warp.
Or I could warp there later.
Anyways, that was Gerald. Next character.
Yeah,
Oh, she
Flame,
is.
Cutie McPewtie.
She is really cute. The only reason why I don't want to give her a 5 is because she keeps her fucking uniform post time skip, and that annoys the hell out of me.
I do agree on that front. I think that's the only flaw. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting dopamine from this. We're giving it a 4 here. The first 4 of the night for me.
Oh my god.
I'm also giving it a 4. Could have been a 5, but it just doesn't
She's so
change.
cute.
She is really
And I
cute.
really like her hair. And I like that she's doing that. She's like, ooh.
Oh no.
Oh, woo.
I will also give her a 4.
All right.
When it comes
4
when
days.
it comes to the cuteness, she definitely plays it off a lot better than Annette.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with you, Derek.
There you go.
Absolutely.
That's a first. That's first for the millennium.
That what happened a couple minutes ago.
Sure.
But yeah. Cute. Rolls are cute. Design is
green.
cute. She's green. Whatever. Shut up, guys. I think it's anime girl, so she's cute, and I'm a guy who thinks cute girls are cute. So
She has bows.
Hey,
on
you're
her
not alone,
arms.
Hector. You don't need to be ashamed. I think we're all in agreement. We just said so.
So there we go. I just don't want the internet to judge me, but they will.
They will.
I'm sorry. Mistake. They won't even see this video because no one watches these.
There you go.
But
if they knew, the internet would judge you, but also agree. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Law of
Or at
equivalent
least some
exchange.
people would be not agree and tell you like, oh, you like anime? Go fuck yourself. I'm like, oh, great.
Amazing.
That's a picture. Ew, you like anime?
Take and
Yes.
yes.
But anywho,
Body pill in hand.
Flame personality wise,
She liked fish.
it's funny when I first got her, she was basically my Togepi,
What do you
where
mean by that?
like she was very under-leveled character compared to everyone else.
Oh, you mean no way?
When you first get her, I think she's like level 11, and at that point, all my characters were like level 18.
You got a couple
did
20s
you just
here and
grind
there.
like little like?
I didn't even use her in my Black Eagles, and it's good because you lose her anyways.
I used her a couple times in Blue Lions, but I didn't use her a lot because she didn't have physics, which means she's not a good healer to me. But she had rescue, which was good. I used that a couple times.
Rescue's pretty good.
I honestly wish I made her a dancer. That would probably serve her really well. Because I actually did not use a dancer in my first playthrough.
But Devin, if you were really galaxy brain like me, you make her a fortress knight with a bolt axe.
Perfect.
If you were really that galaxy brained.
You use her magic.
Yeah.
It's not completely insane.
And it's funny because it's just so
Was her
hilarious.
defense good or bad?
She had a very good mixed defenses, which means she could she couldn't tank hard like other fortress knights, but she could deal any damage, rather be magic, because she has I think she had 36 res and 36 defense at the end game, so she could take a hit either way.
Hey, it's better than the dude who magic kills him in a blink.
Yes, but the dude have 44 fucking defense or something.
Yeah, you could.
Plus the extra 4 that he gets from his special.
I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, that's the dude has max defense, but I did like Flame because she was a very mixed character and she was very flexible.
Some
with
people might say
situations.
balance, and also, but Hector, balance is bad.
But they don't know how to balance right. Flame was the right kind of balance where all her stats were around 30.
Also,
Yeah.
how much of a bitch was it to get to a Fortress Knight?
A little difficult. I did use New Game Plus where in my last playthrough I just pumped her up with heavy armor because I know what I wanted to do next playthrough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like, here, eat it. I love being swole. And also she looks great with the maid outfit while holding a giant ass fucking shining shield.
Oh my god.
Also, this was the same playthrough where I had a Fortress Knight Bernadetta, which is great.
My God.
Is your thing making timid / nice girls into Fortress Knights for the
Yeah.
irony?
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
It does sound fun.
I wish I could show you, but unfortunately I can't go into New Game Plus character designs. Anywho, so Flame, I forgot she has a character. But yeah, she's definitely wise.
Yeah, it's kind of that weird thing that even though I have not had much experience with Flame, I generally do like her.
I mean, she had a parallax, so I think that's enough.
That does help, and there's also that funny side quest where you, quote unquote, get the fish Flame craves,
Absolutely.
which is hilarious.
She's got memes.
She loves the
I
fish.
do like the picture set of on his force, fish in mouth, going getting the fish she craves. Gotta do it for her, man.
Hello, Professor. Have you learned about this app, Funny Junk?
I also like the memes that she's into anime or Minecraft. I think that's really funny.
I really love the Minecraft ones because it goes back to Edelgard being a griefer and always destroying their house.
Griefer?
That's what
Excuse me?
Those are people that destroy or use TNT on people's builds. Like they purposely just destroy
That's so
thing.
mean.
Yeah, that's Edelgard.
And I like how
Builds a sandcastle and Edelgard kicks it.
The says memes are so Byleth, please stop. Tell Edelgard to stop destroying her house in Minecraft. She won't stop screaming.
Oh man, yeah. That's pretty much my favorite part about Flame and said it's pretty much of the memes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's saying a lot because the memes are fucking amazing.
Yeah. I also like the meme of Flame when she becomes what the hell is the Final Form Master Sword guy?
From where?
It's the upgrade of Swords Master, the Master class that has the sword and the magic.
Sword and magic. I know what you're talking about.
The Sword Savant. No,
Yeah.
the Mortal Savant. When she becomes a Mortal Savant.
Not the Mortal Savant. I don't know. Whatever.
When she's a Mortal Savant, she's basically when you watch anime and she does the Naruto thing.
That's great.
It's really good.
I don't know, man. It's. I know. I wish I took a picture of Fortress Knight maid outfit Flame.
Just
like,
put it up here and then.
I
take a
can't.
picture. No?
I think
New Game
I've
Plus.
only seen 2 supports of her, maybe 3. Like probably the one Violet, and generally a lot of Violet supports are like whatever. The Seth one, which is like, Dad, stop it.
So until the A one.
Yeah,
Like
and
that
then
one.
the Sylvain one, which is like, dude, I've heard bad things about you. Get away from me.
Mm.
I don't want your bad karma affecting
And
my Reddit
Sylvain's
account.
like, what? Excuse me?
She has some really decent supports. I like the one with which one with Manuela,
Well, okay, really.
because she talks about like they really go into the past of Manuela and what it means to be a singer. And it's kind of a reflection of the art industry, how you have to claw and play dirty and actually to get any success.
Absolutely.
Yes, Samanka had to start as porn hentai artist.
There you go. You gotta.
Hey, it's good practice.
And I do like where it's like Manuela's like, hey, don't be a singer. It's probably not your thing. It's pretty fucking corruptible. Oops, look who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already a demon.
I'm already 37.
Oh no.
But no, that's it. I really do like the support where it's like, I want to hear you sing, or whatever. Flame also has her cute moments with Raphael, where she wants to roar and be feel huge like him.
I forgot about that. That's a really good support.
She also wants to feel huge, and it develops too. Like her roar starts out weak, but then you actually see it develop until it actually becomes decently strong at the end.
And Raphael's like, wow, you did it.
But we gotta keep
I feel
practicing.
like Raphael and Flame are really good together. I think they're kind
Raphael's
of
great with anyone because
I think
Raphael's
they-
amazing.
But what I mean is, I think Flame and Raphael are like kind of 2 peas in a pod. You know what I mean? In a similar.
I see. I see what
they
you're
kind
doing.
of have similar energies to them.
Kind of a very curious and fun-loving energy.
Yes.
I see what you mean.
Or you could just say autistic.
More or less.
Yeah.
But what else does Flame support have? I do like the Seth one because they started addressing. At a certain point, Seth and Flame just started calling each other Kathleen and Sikol, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Oh
Just
shit.
Actually hearing their names being called.
Kino.
I do like the Claude one and Flame because they're like, Flame's like, where are you? Who are you actually from, and where are you from? And Claude's like, well, what are you actually, and why have you been in this monastery a whole bunch of times? Now they're trying to outwit each other, and I think it's kind of interesting.
I see.
But other than that, I really can't add much more to Flame, rather than I just really like her because she can.
I think she's really likable. That's
Yeah.
her strongest suit.
She has a lot of things that she's likable. She's smart. She's kawaii goo.
Yeah.
And she's what is it? She can be a decent unit if you have no good magic.
I think. Yeah. I want to try and make her a dancer.
And she's super memeable,
Yeah.
which is great.
And she literally has done nothing wrong. Literally nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong, because she can't, because Seth won't let her.
Also, Seth has done nothing wrong.
But yeah, with that being said, Flame is cute. Agu. Derek, you were pretty silent. Do you want to add anything?
I have nothing to say about her.
Alright, Flame's a character to Derek.
Yes.
Alright, so that means now we can go over to the
best character.
to the top Twitch gamer, Mr. Sedith.
Or as I like to call him, Chatteth.
Design-wise, I wish he had post-time skip like every character, but I'm not going to judge him too hard because at least he's not wearing a goddamn school uniform.
Yes.
He looks better when you actually see the yellow cape like contrast his blue outfit. I think it looks way cooler.
Right.
I don't think he's amazing, but I think it's really good because I think I like his headpiece and everything. He looks uptight, like he looks like he's ready to give you a lecture.
Yes, and he does follow through for that, especially at first.
I definitely agree with that one. So I'm gonna, and his facial hair works pretty well.
Yeah.
The green beard is still weird though.
I think it's fine.
No, I understand that it's genetic color, but it's still weird.
Don't think about it too hard. So I'm gonna give him a 4.
I'll give him 4 too.
I'll give him a 3.
All right. We did the ratings, guys. Sedith as a character. So Devin.
There you go.
Why is he S tier?
He is S tier because at first I was like, come on, dude. Because he's like, at first, like, I don't trust these guys. I don't trust Violet. Ray, what are you doing? I mean, I trust you. I have to, or something bad's going to happen. But I don't know about this. But I'm going to let it by. Whatever. Don't like this decision. Couple months, missions, chapters later. Oh shit, Flame's gone. Oh fuck, I'm freaking out. Fuck. Gets Flame back. You're my best friend now.
Yeah.
Hugs up, completely chill with you. You've earned his trust, and he basically becomes the chillest guy around.
Unless you do Crimson Flower. Oops.
Well, I've not done that, so I have no comparison. I can't say much about that.
Even so, he still doesn't like. He still doesn't try to fight you to the death, because he still sees like, all right, Rhea's going fucking nuts, but I'm devoted to the cause. I don't like what Edelgard is doing, right. So I'm gonna fight you guys one more time. If I can't stop you, I'm not risking Flame or my life anymore.
Right.
So he just goes away and hides.
Like, I think the coolest thing about him, or one really cool thing about him, is like the subversion of expectations. So, like, he kind of like does what he looks like pretty like stern, like up his own ass, stick in the mud.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
it's
once you get
justified.
Once you get past that and learn more about him, he's like just a chilled out guy who's just like, religion, it's cool, but you don't have to follow it. Like, don't worry about it.
Just be a cool dude. Like, follow the reasons for it.
Yeah, he shows that he does actively care about people, because he tells Sarah, like I said before, like, hey, what do you want to try to do? Because he's trying to look out for him. He's trying to make sure he gets the best life he can. Because he cares, man. I also like one line from his Felix support where he's just like, there can be no two people that are exactly the same. Mm-hmm. Which is like, that's a really good quote.
There's honestly no bad supports with him.
None. I think all of Seth's supports are legitimately good.
Yeah.
Which I can't really say about that for most characters.
And even with like the Leone one, which is the most slow down one, because all they're doing is fishing. You gotta get to see just like Seth just be relaxed.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice. It's definitely a marker more for Seth.
Yeah. And also the paralogue I mentioned before is good, and adds like, oh, cool. They're father and daughter. Oh, okay, cool.
And it's sort of that I'm sure he has a lot of things going on in the background, but he has it all under the blanket.
Right. He doesn't want to get caught or fucked over.
Oops.
I get it.
But the things we do know is widowed, likes Flame a lot.
Yeah.
Agrees with Rhea, although
to a certain extent.
Yeah, not completely. She
think
follows his own ideals, but walks the same path.
Like, I think Seth is like Rhea, except for not crazy.
Yeah, honestly.
Because I think Rhea is really kind of controlling and like paranoid. I think so, from what I've seen. Because like with the Western Church, she's just like, fuck 'em. Bang, bang, bang. I don't know if Seth would do the same thing, really.
What if Flame died?
Then you'd probably go insane.
It really makes you think, because Rhea had Sophis taken away.
That's a good fucking point.
It's kind of like...
Makes you think.
It's an opposing idea where it's like either he would go batshit crazy or he would just give up on the world. He would either just go into seclusion.
I don't know.
I never really considered that viewpoint, because I just seen him for what he is at the moment.
I never really thought about it either until I just like thought about it for a second.
Yeah, because Rhea is damaged from Sophis losing Sophis, to the point where she still carries that burden.
1,000 years later.
Yeah, still fresh as ever was, I guess.
Maybe she was like, more like Sedith before Sophis died. Who knows?
Maybe. Because, ever since killing Nemesis, or even really before that, when Sophis died, and seeing how fucking brutal she went on Nemesis, like, it's no surprise how brutal she is for everyone else that crosses her in the wrong way.
Really makes me think. We'll get to Rhea a little more later on.
That's a really interesting point you brought up about Sedith.
I didn't even think about it. But yeah, I think Sedith is pretty cool, because he's also the support with Bernie is cool, because even though Bernie acts like Bernie, Sedith is just like, hey, it's cool, just relax. I just want you to draw your autistic pictures for me.
Okay.
Same thing with Hilda. Similar things, like start working by making you more motivated for doing something that you like.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I think Sedith is an excellent teacher.
would be my go-to substitute teacher if I feel sick.
Yeah, I think it's similar. I think the reason why in the core that I like Steph, is basically why I like to do. It just seems like he gives a fuck. He cares.
Yeah.
But he also has like a cool. He has history, has interesting ideas.
Super strong unit.
Unfortunately, I never used him. I used Cyril instead.
Oops.
Oops. I hope I rectify that in Golden Deer.
And great memes, just like Flame.
Yeah.
Byleth. Me and Flame are stuck in the McDonald's playpen. Please help us get out. Our order has been called and it's getting cold.
And someone drew that fucking picture too.
It's a really good picture.
Byleth, I have heard this podcast called Mild Filler.
Shut the hell up.
Would you please infiltrate them to make sure they stop making terrible videos so I can actually start enjoying them?
Oh, no, he cares. I feel bad. Hector, you gotta change up and actually give a shit for once.
Still Byleth comes to my door. They're staying bad. It's like, oh, okay, here's your reward. Here's your 300 gold. I guess you came here.
Here's your 300 renown.
But anyways, Seiros is cool. Derek, any final thoughts since you were pretty quiet?
He's a good dad. Again, not too much to say about him because I didn't dive too deep into the Knights of Seiros.
Okay.
He's a good father figure. I will agree with Devin that he truly does care a lot about the students, especially when he gets to know them better. There's honestly nothing bad to say about him.
He's a good dad in that he wants the best for people.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a good guy.
Nice dude. All right,
I
next
wish he
character.
was my dad.
Oh no.
There we go. Controversy.
This is about to get messy.
Alright, speaking of Rhea, so, okay. Let's talk about something even messier, which is your fucking ass and her design.
Ooh, she's got...
Goddamn, dude.
She's got the birthing hips.
What the fuck?
Because, like, with Rhea, most of the time you just see her model, at least the front of it, and you just see her portrait. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nothing is a foot wrong here. I'm like, Rhea is a nice lady-looking lady. I like her design. Mm-hmm. But I didn't notice till I saw a screenshot of the curve.
The hip.
The hip curves to the massive junk in the trunk, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, man.
Now
she was gifted.
Now I'm a part of the Church of Seiros. My guys, you join me?
She was given Stilthus gift.
Absolutely.
My gods. Anyways, like it's obvious, man. It's so much fucking decoration, especially in this portrait. She looks absolutely amazing. There's so much to look at.
I think she looks great.
Oh yeah, she looks absolutely amazing.
I like the flowers. I like her ornament.
Her crown.
Her crown, I guess. I like.
She looks pimped out, man.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna give it a 5 because I actually really, really like it. I think she looks amazing. There's a lot of effort put into this portrait.
I agree. I'm gonna give it a 5.
No. There we go.
I'm gonna give it a 4 just because I agree that she's very decorated, but it's not extremely aesthetically pleasing as I would prefer.
I mean, I think the blue and yellow makes it very aesthetically pleasing for me.
No, sure, there's nothing that I would change about it. It's just not my taste.
That's fair.
Yeah. It looks good, it's just not fantastic.
Also, I had this picture.
My god.
Had to come to the Western Church.
My god, it's like an hourglass.
Oh, yeah, completely.
Wait, can I see the backside?
No, I think that's just the next character.
Oh.
Yes, it's the next character. Okay. No, wait, yeah, no. So, it's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys...
It's weird. I like this one more.
Really?
I do like this one
crown?
more. It is. I like it.
Wings.
Because she's a dragon.
Oh.
That is true.
It makes her look... It's very more simplistic. I guess I like more simplistic things.
The only things I really remember when she's in this form is how fucking pissed off she looks most of the time.
This is the only time you see her. When she's pissed off. Because
there's times when she's in her base form where she gets livid at you.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it. But this is when she's in this form. She's generally really angry.
Yeah. Both in the cutscene.
Like she's about to kick your ass.
Or Nemesis.
Mm.
Oh yeah. That was brutal.
Still have it.
I mean, kind of deserve that, let's be honest.
Sure.
Well, we don't know that. I don't know that.
I mean, come on, guys. What did Nemesis even really do?
He did a lot according to the church. That's the thing. It's only their word.
I mean, if your name is Nemesis, I don't know.
Ooh, they were black. I don't know, man.
I don't know. They did slither in the dark.
But no, that's anyways, I want to give this one a 4. I like it.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it's as
like-
good as the base form, so I give it a 4 too.
Derek?
I already said 5.
5? All right.
Yeah, I like this one a lot more.
What a twist.
That's fair.
Yes.
Anyway, so I'm going to keep it at this picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Nice watermark.
yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, it was the one that he it was used
Yeah.
for Ash too.
Should have typed in the comments, nice watermark.
Don't
Did you
worry
get
about
an
it.
iFunny?
I should put an iFighting watermark on this one on purpose.
That'd be funny.
It would make no sense though.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't. But no, it's a joke now, so whatever.
Sure. It's a very inside joke though.
But
I have to do it to him.
you know, Rhea is pretty much an story exclusive character. You get some support with her, and it's mostly just goes into other story things. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to talk about the story about what she's up to.
The funny thing with me, I played Blue Lions.
Oh no.
Post game, where'd she go?
Yeah, it's weird. They don't really talk about it much. Like they talk about it in the other 3 routes.
Yeah, she's just gone. Because Blue Lions is all they're worried about. Is like, oh, Edelgard, ooh, and then Dimitri, of course. It's all about their feud.
Because in Golden Deer, she's in her time, and she's in her deathbed, and
Oh, I'm dying.
so and you get to see a whole bunch of lore explode. In Silver Snow, she plays a role, unfortunately, too much of a role in the final boss, as she is the one. But
Yeah.
and she's the main antagonist in Crimson Flower.
Yeah,
So she's pretty active in the other 3.
I played the route where she's just where she's just
Yeah,
gone.
it's so weird, man.
Some people are motivated to be in your party. That not just Seiros, they're there being like, oh, we gotta save Rhea because she's in Imbar. I don't know why Edelgard just kept her.
Yeah.
Is that ever explained?
It's for the Slither of the Dark. For those, it's for them.
They want
For
her.
5 fucking years?
Well, if you let them out, that's it. Remember, Edelgard just want to destroy her, but then I guess they want to keep the deal until I think Edelgard's whole gimmick is that they want to keep the Slither in the Dark until she conquers all of Foland. Once that, she's ready to stab him in the back.
Like what's the Slither Dark's plan with Rhea? Are they just gonna torture the shit out of her? Or something?
Ooh, they want her blood.
They're gonna get her back for killing
I
Nemesis.
think they're harvesting her blood so they can make more immortals or something.
Oh,
They gotta get the crests.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
AKA, I gotta play Golden Deer.
Yeah.
I mean, they explained this a little bit in Silver Snow, but you don't have to play that.
I know, you told me so.
So
I don't think it exists because you told me.
Anyways.
It's not real.
So, Reddit makes me think about morality sometimes.
She's rather complex from what you told me.
So,
And Jesus too.
as I was about to mention, the only reason you think the Slither in the Dark are evil is just based on the church's perspective, which does include Seth, and I trust his goodwill and morality.
Yeah.
But you gotta wonder, how far does Seth know?
That is a good question because
Yeah.
I think there is some things that Rhea doesn't tell Seth because Seth be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Yeah. He didn't know about making Violet his sacrifice for
Of course.
his mommy GF.
Of course, Seth would absolutely reject that because he would say that that's wrong, and
Mhm.
it is. I think even Rhea might feel guilty about it.
She felt a little bad, but she was very impulsive,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and she really wanted her mommy GF.
Oh, mommy.
But there's the Red Canyon tragedy is kept as a big mystery. Besides, everyone knows that's everyone got slaughtered apparently, in the Red Canyon tragedy.
Like, is it ever stated why it happened?
Nemesis just they just say Nemesis is just evil. He went up and destroyed it because he was a bandit. But that's the thing, is that how much of that is true? Because this is again all coming from the church's perspective. What are they keeping underground?
You do see Nemesis.
There are some hints being dropped about they reference how the Dubstep Illuminati got they were banished by Sophis to the underground. Because apparently there's some implications with racism.
Mm.
She just didn't like him.
There's some, it might have been that maybe despite them making up 13% of the Red Canyon, they accounted for 50% of the crimes.
Right.
Maybe it was that.
Go on though.
But there could have been that implication. Again, it's unknown. I'm literally just speculating right now. But if that's the case, then I guess maybe, I guess Claude was a little more on point with ending racism early before it got worse. Because the whole tragedy could have been caused because of racism, for all we know. Maybe the dubstep Illuminati was actually bad, or I don't know. It's hard.
I still think they're bad because they did all this shit.
Maybe because they're desperate, because
They killed your dad.
every single house has done their ugliest when they're opposed.
Yeah.
Blue Alliances does it, Addressing Empire, Fargus, and Lesser Alliance all really done their worst. With when their backs are turned to the wall. Same thing with Rhea, obviously.
Right.
The little Elmo gif with the fire that's going like this.
Everyone gets mad when they don't get their way.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But oh man, dude, Rhea is she really makes me think. Would you sacrifice someone else for someone you actually care about? It poses a big trolley problem for me.
Like, I feel like a lot of people would say, of course not. But in the moment, temptation might say, well, I got it.
It's just a baby. They won't know.
It's just some random person. Who cares?
Didn't she do this, 12 more times?
12
times before.
12 or 13. Yes, and they all failed.
That is 12 dead babies.
Mm-hmm.
That's on her hands.
You don't have to do it to them.
Does she ever think about that? Or she doesn't care?
I'm sure she cares, it's just not shown.
I'm sure she cared. I don't think she cares now.
I wonder if she... I wonder about that. I was thinking about that. I don't know.
She's really fucking the head, man.
I wonder if Sophus did come back with all this trials and tribulation, and she knew what Rhea did. I think she might even just be like, really?
Bro.
If Byleth ever told Rhea that he was hearing voices in his head and having visions...
Then, yeah, he never actually mentioned that, too.
Nope. If he would have just told Rhea and be like, oh my god, are you serious?
Bro. What does she think?
What?
They could have had, Byleth could have been an interpreter between Sothis and Rhea.
It's kind of funny how Sothis matters in the story, but she's so far detached from it in a way.
It's really weird.
Because Sothis only interacts with Byleth.
Yes.
Who doesn't really interact that much, honestly.
Which we'll get to Sothis soon. But,
I'll come back to that.
But yeah, man, I don't know. Rhea is, she's definitely something, especially in Crimson Flower, man. You get to see her, you get to see that cutscene she was in. You get to see it. I love murder.
Kill them all. Burn the fucking town down.
Is willing to sacrifice Flynn and Seth as well. She sees him as disposable ammo.
Really?
Yeah, dude, she goes a little nutty.
Ugh.
But it's I guess because she feels the nemesis energy coming off of you or something.
So is it just desperation?
I guess so, yeah.
I had to stop this person no matter what.
Literally throwing everything at you. Everything.
Even herself.
Because that's all she has left.
Right.
Big old dragon.
But yeah. Rhea is something. Hot.
Yes.
I like her backside.
That's undeniable. Rhea is very attractive.
There we go.
Yeah, I generally agree. She's attractive.
So that is Rhea, because I think this podcast is over an hour and a half. So let's try to keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, last one again.
I really wish I could comment more on Rhea, but I don't. Really
You have to play all routes, man.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing. Is that she's such a contextual character.
Yeah, but from what I've gathered, I would say she's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like her based on that alone. But
She's very gray. She's very gray.
Yeah, I'll have to think more about it once I play more.
She's so gray, she might be silver.
There we go. But anyways, let's go to her mom.
Sothis.
And I got a fan art because I don't really like the portrait because then they show off her whole glory.
Yeah.
So Sothis, I think, has a very adorable design. I really like it.
Yeah,
She's
I
very
agree. I think she's really adorable.
I think it's a little weird how cut off she is with some of her clothes.
Meh.
But whatever.
Come on, she's only over 1,000,000 years old.
She's only God, so
Whatever.
Can we lewd God? Is it okay?
And the answer is yes, you can.
We've done it before. We'll do it again.
Thank you, Haruhi. Very cool.
Mm.
But I'm gonna give. I mean, I really don't know what else I can comment design besides it looks fashionable. I don't like it as much as Raya, but I do still like it.
I do too.
So I'm gonna give this one a 4, just based off my guts, with no explanation or detail.
I'm gonna give it a 4 because I generally think it looks good.
I think this one's better than Rhea. I'll give it a 5.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to her holding her spine, by the way. Wait, no, that's not the sword of the creator, my bad. I think that's the
so fucking raw.
that's the Seiros sword. Oh yeah, sorry, spoiler alert, guys.
I think that's a little too late. You should have said that at the beginning. It's like almost the end, practically.
Actually, we've also spoiled a ton of shit in the last video, so
That's
I don't think
fair.
it matters.
So yeah, sword of the creator, man, made
I guess it's kind of implied when you talk about characters.
That's true.
Wasn't it
Dang it,
constantly said it
people's-
was made by the dragon or something?
Yeah, I mean, it was made by the dragon, all right, by her spine.
No, yeah, but
That's why it's so fucking raw.
it was just made
and
out
her
of
heart.
pieces of the dragon.
Yeah, by the dubstep Illuminati.
Yeah.
It was made by them. So yeah, if you want to think about it, I guess dubstep Illuminati did, kidnap Sothis, break her fucking spine, and made her into a sword, including her heart, and used it against Rhea, which is kind of fucked.
Oops.
That is fucked up.
That's really, really fucked.
But it's weird about Sothis because I actually do like her. To the point where when she was gone, I missed her.
I think a lot of people did. It's weird because this one had a lot more of an impact on me than Gerald's. Because after the moment, every single time that she she would show up in your room, like in the corner, and then she would have like something to say before you left to do your daily rounds at the monastery. I every single time I looked over and I'm like, I miss her.
You know what
She
would
was
have
always there.
She was always there for you.
You know what really would have helped Gerald?
Yeah.
What if every single time he comes to the monastery to explore, you would have like a little set of cookies or something, or like food
Just something new.
made by Gerald, and he had a little note on it talking about his mission.
That would
He's
really
doing.
help. But I don't know if that's in his character.
Or just like a little...
Just something, you know.
Just like a
There's
little
something to
thing.
that.
Like here's an iron lance with a note, you know.
Yeah.
Like I got this from this.
That
dude.
would be... that would work.
This kid,
That would work.
This kid
Yeah.
gave me a wooden sword, a training sword. It reminded me of you, so I wanted to send it to you.
I thought your kids could use it. Here you go.
Sure.
Hugs and kisses, Gerald.
Love always, Papa.
P.S. When you fucking.
But it's funny how Sothis is like probably one of the most important characters, but like I said, so detached she is from the story.
I wonder if that's on purpose.
Maybe because it feels like
I feel if she were to be any more.
Oh no.
My bad. I feel if she were to be any more part of the story, it would take away from the main three.
I
Right.
guess, but like I think with her memory not being basically being gone, she just doesn't know what she did. So maybe in a sense,
Or what she's doing, really.
yeah,
Or what happened.
yeah. So I feel like in a sense we don't really know the real Sothis. Like we don't know what she was in the past.
That's true. We don't know anything. I mean,
Like
that'd be pretty cool.
Rhea doesn't really talk about like what Sothis was like in the past. She just was like, "Oh, I miss her."
Mm-hmm.
But like we know Sothis as being like kind of like
Baka.
yeah, she's like she cares about you. She can be a little hard ass on you sometimes.
She's very high and mighty.
Yes, and I like she kind of like has a playful side too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
She's Selena done better.
Selena?
Or Severa, either one.
Yeah, Severa.
I don't know. Maybe I'll think about that. I mean, I do like her.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, I would hope in the DLC, maybe like that's what we're doing. You know,
Yeah.
maybe Sothis is actually the main character.
Just a shit ton.
Like
Or
that-
at least some more something more to Sothis, because it feels like once it's kind of weird. Like once chapter 10 happens, she's just gone until you get the S rank. That's it.
Mhm.
And S rank's bad
Because it also doesn't make sense.
No.
because guess whose first S rank I was for mine? Me. I did
Congratulations.
Sothis first. And it was bad because it was really awkward. Because like honestly, Sophis and Byleth relationship, it felt more like a good friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like there was camaraderie, because like, oh, we're the only people who can talk to each other. Like, it's kind of weird when someone's just like, oh, I love you. It's like, oh, that's a little weird. That's a little abrupt. But then again, you could say that for like a lot of like S supports.
Some make more sense than others.
Right. I mean, I'm talking more in the past, like Awakening Fates, and sometimes even here. I mean, at least there's some more like justification where it's not as jarring. But this one, I think, is the most jarring to me, at least.
Yeah.
Because there's such a large portion of her just not being there. You can't like really hook up until you're like, oh yeah, I really loved her 5 years ago.
Weird.
Like, I know I really don't like most of those S supports, but I think she might be my least favorite.
I would oblige with that. But yeah, honestly, there's not much to say about Celtics because I think it's meant to be kept a mystery.
Right.
But honestly, in the DLC, now that I think about it, I kind of hope we get like flashbacks or something.
Just a shit.
Something.
Just a shit ton of prologues.
Something, because I do want to know. I think that it would be something interesting, or at least some more insight about who she was.
Mm-hmm.
We know some like contexts, but like I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm not looking the right places. Maybe there's some more like in the text, but I don't know.
There wasn't too much.
Damn.
There isn't really too much about Celtics. Just, the only thing you get is just Ignat describing how ooh, she was hot. And a lot of stories passed on.
I agree.
And how she was, perceived in history. But nothing really foundational about her.
I see. Because it's kind of like a flame thing, where on a base level, I do like her. But I don't know a lot about her. But that's just the game doing that.
Yeah.
For me, the flame, that was my fault. I didn't choose to do flame because I was like, she's not really good of a healer. She has rescue though, I guess.
And she also has more memes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sophis' meme is just talking to Byleth, like, are you sure you want to use that? Are you sure you want to use that for Divine Pulse? Like with the tea times, like, hey, that's not worth using Divine Pulse for. Come on.
But it's tea time.
But that's
the most important part.
That's the only thing that Sophis is integrated in the memes.
Pretty much.
Which I think it's still funny.
It's pretty suitable.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is Sophis. I think she's cute.
I think she's cute and a cool character that I generally do like.
And pretty entertaining, honestly, when she's on.
Like, I think she's generally really likable.
So that is her. Now, the last characters, the most important ones. First, let's talk about designs, because there's a reason why I picked this one first.
I know.
Alright.
This is my least favorite one.
You're gonna go to Ranzona mode.
So I'm not gonna try to get too ranty. Three drinks later. Okay, so
just cross your arms. The problem with female Byleth's design.
I need my first Sona or something, like two.
You're Ranzona.
My Ranzona on the screen right now. It's probably gonna be Edelgard.
Hope you can find her with her arms crossed.
I'll try to find one.
How would Edelgard possibly have a problem with Byleth?
That's fair.
Either male or female.
Because you didn't pick Crimson Flower.
Oh no.
But anyways, okay, so my biggest gripe with female Byleth, I just don't generally like a lot of skin on female equivalents.
What?
Like what's it called? Like female counterparts, sorry.
For main protagonists.
I generally kind of always hated that thing a lot. It's just like, what the fuck, man? Just get the same armor. I don't care if it's both are skimpy or both are armored. Like, just...
You don't like them being different from each other if they're like the same person, basically?
I don't mind little small subtleties. I get it. You're trying to make her design more cute and the other one more cool. I guess you're trying to get that balance, but I don't know. It just... I always thought it looked ridiculous for a teacher.
Yeah. Like, it's so much, like... What am I looking at? A hot for teacher thing?
And yet we just passed over Manuela?
There you go. And again, you can make her different. I don't mind her little, like, what's it called? Her neck piece. I think it looks pretty alright. I know it's really hard. Let me try to zoom. Little white neck piece here.
Sure.
Male Byleth doesn't have it. I don't mind it. But I don't know. I kind of wish there was just, cover up a little more, man. I don't know. Just, I hate it. I don't like it.
Ooh.
I also don't like how weirdly bulgy her eyes are. It reminds me of
What, she has two big eyes for you?
It reminds me of Eliwood and Athena from Fire Emblem Heroes. Remember Eliwood's giant eyes?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Her eyes feel a lot bigger than male Violet's eyes.
Oh,
I guess
really?
he's more squinty.
Yeah.
Honestly,
He always has such a stoic face.
Who knows?
Like his eyelashes are always mid tier or mid level.
who knows? Maybe that's one of my biggest complaints with her. Actually,
Is that she's not stoic?
Yeah, that's kind of it.
I feel like she has her own different energy. She's still kind of quiet and stoic.
Like she's kind of like a doll. I feel.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do agree.
Which, to be fair, that's kind of the persona that they were trying to give the character.
I think male Violet gives a different energy. So
Yes.
automatically, I'm giving this a fucking 2 because it offends me. I absolutely hate it. Anyway, you guys want to give a rating before I go into male Violet?
I'll try because I did a playthrough with female Byleth, my first one, because I wanted to do the Lesbo options.
Ooh.
I think she is attractive, but I think it's a little much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of don't like it at points. Like, I especially don't like the leggings. I think the leggings.
Oh yeah.
I think those are the most egregious part for me personally. Like everything else, I mean, even the midriff is. If it was just the midriff that was only wrong, I'd be willing to let it slide. But the leggings kill me too.
Chest piece and everything.
And also,
Which chest piece?
also since it's me,
Sleeveless.
yeah, since it's me, I have to point out she has the biggest chest apparently.
Yes, that's playable. Playable biggest chest.
Yes.
I'd still fight that. I still don't see what you guys are talking about. The biggest chest.
They're pretty big. Anyways,
And whatever.
Derek, you?
When it comes to the leggings, I don't hate them as much as you do. In fact, I think they're very. I wouldn't say that they're aesthetically pleasing, but
Very unique.
they're very unique. I'll give it that. But like you said, with the shirt, she has no sleeves. I feel like that the friggin' elbow pads are extremely uncomfortable because like there's no fabric to hold it together.
That's right. I never even thought about that.
Like Devin said, she's very attractive, but it's not a hero. Like you don't see it as like, oh, that's the person that I want to be the most. So it's like I want to give her a 3.
She's perfect cosplay bait, that's for sure.
Absolutely, but she looks very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Like her whole outfit just looks uncomfortable.
that's fair. Female Robin's the best female counterpart.
Would you say Corin?
No, I hate the thigh gap so much because it irritates
I'm
me.
not asking you.
Oh, I thought you were. I
I
thought
was
it was
looking specifically at Devin.
I thought it was always about me.
Never.
Don't worry, Derek did a brapa just now, but yes, because it's different enough, but similar enough to where it fits. It's like, oh, that's a female version. I can believe that.
Right. I feel like that for.
Although with Corin and Robin, you can customize them a bit more. So I don't know if I can really like. It's kind of weird, you know.
I think
But
that
Violet, you can't really do that. Really, they're
No.
just like, this is it.
This is yours.
This is it. You're gonna have to deal with it.
I feel like that just for Robin, it's girl in the same clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that
Ponytail
one.
being best.
Debatable. But yeah, I would definitely say Corin just because, like Devin said, it differs.
You mean wait what?
There's differentiation.
So okay. So if female Violet is the one with the biggest tits, do you think male Violet is the one with the biggest dick?
Yeah, what do you think the sword's for?
I think male bio looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. He's not showing off a lot of his front side in this one, in this picture in particular. But I mean, female Violet also has this, but I just want to talk about it with the better design. Is that I always liked how he has every single color on him, like from each house.
Yeah, the red.
He has it in his
blue on the
chest, too.
knife.
The blue on the knife, and I think he has a gold pouch somewhere, like a little gold thing there. He'll have a little bit of
You
each
could say
house.
that with the sword a little bit.
A little bit. Homer.
Just straight the mic.
Burp on stream.
Shits in Mike.
Oh no, your burp's on stream.
But yeah, the different kind of stoic that male Violet has, it's kind of like that Jotaro kind of stoic.
Annoying.
Yes.
Yeah. Like it just doesn't care. Like he looks like Derek's apathy.
Thank you.
Kind of one of those. But only like
Of course, you would take that as a compliment.
Derek's apathy is like at chapter 6, you know. Like
What?
Derek can get out of it a little bit. But Violet at the start of it is completely apathetic.
Yes.
I think that's the main reason of why I just don't like his personality.
What?
Like to begin with, is is the fact that he's a teacher, and when he comes across as if he just doesn't care about where he is, what he does, and it's like, oh, this guy dives into his job as being a teacher. He loves the students so much so that he's willing to take a blade for him on the battlefield. They sure as hell don't write that into him at all.
Oops.
It's kind of like a, hey kids, go fight those monsters. I don't care. Hey look, there's a giant wolf. Go take care of that. I'm gonna sit back here and read a newspaper.
I guess why everyone mentions it's a little weird why you're teaching it. Why you're teaching the kids, because it's like, man, you sure look young and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I'm gonna give Mel Byleth a 4.
Me too. 4.
I like him.
I'm gonna give him a 5. I love his attire. The one thing the one thing that I despise the most out of every single time that this comes up on a character design is that useless fucking knife on his belt.
That's
because
true.
at the moment I'm playing Oninaki, and then you're able to have any weapon that you have, but you have like this little dagger that's on your person, but it's actually used.
Oh really?
Yeah, you actually use it.
That's neat.
It comes in handy during the story, but yeah, like you can have all these like supernatural weapons and everything, but I understand it's just for design. You can immediately just get rid of that and it would be perfect. But you have a useless knife just hanging there.
It's there to cut through the paper, giving Fs to students.
Yeah.
That's the
Student,
F one.
Student dies. Byleth, F. Is that for respect that they died? No, that was their grade.
Yep.
Good old tweet I found.
But it's kind of like the dagger that Dimitri gives to Edelgard.
Yeah.
Like, it would be phenomenal if it was just used. It doesn't even have to be like on screen, but like the fact that it would be there and
It
then
has
it's
some
not,
importance.
and then it would come back, just at some point. Like maybe it's a spiritual thing. I don't know.
But Derek, that's what he uses to skin fish.
Amazing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Canon lore.
Just say his dad gave it to him. Just give it any reasonable reason for why he
He
has
probably
it.
did, honestly.
Sure, but I don't know that.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder where
I'm
you
just
guys
making an
clo-
assumption.
wonder where you guys close though. They're really nice compared to any other fucking students.
Probably got for his... I mean, that's what he wore when he's a mercenary.
Yeah, probably earned it, man.
It's Amazon.
He got it from Bridget. Bridget.com.
Perfect. He got it off of easycosplays.net.
But yeah, I mean, Mel Byleth obviously story-wise is extremely flexible.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to point out the fact that this little slit right here, where his arm is coming out, you can just put it. That's basically where he has his arm coming in and out.
Uh-huh.
But if you didn't do that, it would just go straight through.
Oops. He maybe it
He's
was
doing it for style.
Yes.
maybe
Like you said, it's a fashion statement.
maybe it was originally a mage robe and he hated the sleeves, so he just like
They get in the way, man.
I don't want it anymore.
Robes are nice. Long sleeves are nice at times, but they just get in the way.
Yeah. Maybe like during the winter he like buttoned them up or something. I don't know. Maybe that's the purpose of them.
He has them go through.
But yeah, story-wise, obviously Byleth doesn't really have. He's flexible.
Right.
His history is obviously kept as memory loss.
Sure.
Really not much added about it than he was stoic, and then grow from there. Interesting design though when he becomes Jesus slash the Enlightened One. I think the Enlightened One is still hilarious because I do feel like Jesus when I play that class.
I get that.
I love it. Magic exclusively, of course.
Enlightened One with reason is freaking amazing.
Yeah, I don't like it much with swords.
This one works very well with swords.
Yes. So, I don't know how much I can add with Byleth. I think he's a pretty decent design for main male character. So, I like using the male one.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
I have a preference towards that now. I had my fun with female Byleth. I'm moving on to a better design. But
Never again.
I do want to bring up a couple things about Byleth character-wise.
Go for it.
There's not much. But, it is explained story-wise, at least I think in other routes, like why they are so stoic, is because of the selfish shit in their heart.
Yes.
And it slowly, they get through it and they emote more, especially when Gerald dies, they shed the tears.
There's moments where his heart actually beats very few moments. Actually, the one moment where his heart actually beats because he's actually making a very human decision. Funny enough, is when you have the choice to go to Crimson Flower or Silver Snow when you want to kill or protect Edelgard, which I think is pretty poetic.
Interesting. So, I don't care about Byleth. They're just a surrogate for me. Hello, the player.
Hi.
And that the stoicism is just justified reasoning for why they're silent protag, which I'm like, whatever, I guess.
It works.
But they're some people say they're their favorite avatar, and I'm like, or Lord, I guess, whatever.
Okay.
Or maybe Avatar. That would fit more.
Avatar's fine.
Because they pretty much are an Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have more story context. They're pretty much like Robin in a sense, and Korn.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris. And some people say they're their favorite, of course. And I can't really agree because I don't care. I don't hate them like I do with Korn. There's nothing to hate and there's nothing to like besides design and stuff.
Yeah.
Personality wise, there's just a blank slate that's just supportive or helping or whatnot.
Pick
whatever.
your dialogue tree.
Yeah. Pick what you want. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I still like Robin.
Mm-hmm.
I still like Robin more. But some people, there's an interesting point I've heard that some people the reason why people like Byleth makes the most sense in Three Houses because he's the professor.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because he's always helping out people, being for service, like the job is supposed to be, helping out students. The staff, I guess, are like, oh, they notice. I'm like, oh wow, you're doing great, and stuff. That makes sense.
A little relatable.
Mm.
Yeah. At least that's my attempt, but why can't I reach the kids?
But there you go. There has been the Church of Seiros.
/ miscellaneous characters that don't fit in any other house.
Yes.
Sure.
We might do the other antagonist or not. Probably not.
There's no need to.
No, it'd be 5 minutes of just shitting on them.
Yeah.
But oh god, I'm yawning. Stop.
We got two more houses.
2 more houses, and they're my favorite 2.
I like Golden Deer.
Black Eagles.
There is no character in Golden Deer I do not like.
I said the same thing about Black Eagles.
I can't say the same about any.
There's nothing about this house I do not love.
Mm.
But any last words on the Church of Seiros?
I got my final words. There is some low points. Not as low as some other characters, although Seiros I think about is probably the lowest. But there are some good high points. So overall, I think they are better than Blue Lions as a collective.
Alright, character arc. Derek.
I like Shamir.
Yeah, that was pretty much the one he was most vocal on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Mel Byleth.
I died a little bit.
I think the Knights of Seiros are generally alright. I do like how they're exploring older characters with this faction
Absolutely.
a little more, which I do appreciate.
It's kind of like what they did with Echoes using... I forgot what his name was. Your grandfather.
Mycen.
Mycen. Yeah, when they used Mycen as a playable character. It was really cool.
Which game always has your old guy?
Yeah, but it's it was one of the ideas that we had where it's what if Fire Emblem started off with just a more mature cast instead of having all of these little kids.
Right.
Well, Echo still did that with the kids. Hey, I'm going out the village.
No, that's true, but they literally started out as kids and then grew up into teenagers.
I mean,
but we started out having a more senior character, kind of like Hanneman or.
Well, Fire Emblem has a good amount of senior characters, in the history. I can't think of them.
This one has more.
Jagan.
Yeah, Jagan.
What's his face? Old lion dude. I forgot his name. Well, goddamn it, I use him a lot. Not a lot, but when I got him, I used
Marcus from Fire Emblem 6. He's fucking old as shit.
him a lot.
Gunther.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Necessaros I think are pretty rad because of that reason. I wish they were a little more involved in the story.
Yeah.
or at least a little bit more fleshed out.
They're fine. They just don't bounce off each other as well as characters. Like they don't have good unity like the ones in like all the houses do.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's my biggest gripe with them. But either or, I think they did a decent job with Knights of Seiros. Not amazing, but I think they did decent.
Yeah. I think they're good.
So with that being said, this thing has already like fucking I don't even know like 2 hours or something. It's a long.
Let's take a little look see.
Almost. Oh, yep.
Almost there. We gotta now stall this to make it 2 hours in recording, but you'll record it down to like an hour and 50 maybe.
I'm gonna make it exactly 2 hours no matter what.
Oh, that'd be funny. There's gonna be some shitty parts here, especially at the end.
Oh yeah. But okay, so do you want to have any final thoughts? Any last words?
No. Oh no, I have one more.
One more.
I think ever since Blue Lions, we're gonna keep on getting higher.
Yes, definitely. So obviously the next one's Golden Deer. Dab.
Oh, is that what you wanted to do?
Well, it's gonna be the closest one because
yeah, you're beating it. Going through it, and you've beaten already.
Yes.
Right.
So now the pressure's on. You had the gun against in front of my forehead, guilt tripping me, being
Your
like,
turn.
"Oh, you should do it."
All right. So
Wow, I didn't know we'd go longer than the last podcast.
there's more characters in this one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's surprising because I thought there were less.
Oops. All right.
We did put in Gerald and Byleth
And
and
Sophis
Sophis
and Rhea.
and Rio.
So Devin. Wait, hold on. I skipped the part.
We already did last words.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, for this very long haul podcast. Probably about everyone's least favorite faction. Can't wait for the 2 views.
Kino
Probably just for myself though, and Devin.
Amazing.
and Derek.
Derek, 3 views. Ooh,
Yay.
let's go. So joining me has been Devin.
Yeah.
All right, and also joining me was Derek.
Yeah.
Awesome. And joining me is me.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Oh God, I'm thinking about Rey's ass again.
Damn it! Now I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna have to go home.
I never forget that picture of where it's like
I'm gonna have to find some good porn.
it's the anti meme where it's like it's labeling
Anti-meme?
Byleth. It's Byleth, Rhea, Edelgard. Well, the whole thing is just a porn gif.
Mm.
I'm like, yeah, that's a good meme.
Okay.
But
We should stop.
We're gonna stop. All right, guys. Remember, don't sacrifice children.
That's
And
wrong.
That's bad. And we'll see you guys when Devin finishes Golden Deer.
And 2021.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.